Everyone, it's Kasia from Tarot Map, and I'm participating this year in 31 Days of Tarot by Ethany. I did it last year and it was a lot of fun. I've met a lot of you through this challenge, so thank you, Ethany, for doing it again. I will link all the information and Ethany's channel if you don't know her, which I doubt, but just in case, I will link it in the box below. And day one is about doing our energy reading for 2018. So I'm just going to do it with Aura-Soma Tarot and with Devas of Creation deck. I thought I'm just going to go for kind of color and see how I go with that, and maybe I pull also the Farbender Angle card just to round it up and inspire myself by color. So let's see, I have the Aura-Soma deck with the bottles on the back. I have used this deck quite a lot, but you know, let's just see what the year brings me energetically. What should I pay attention to? Where is the area of focus during the next year? Well, this year. It is already the next year, isn't it? And let's just see where it takes me. Okay, so this is number 41. It's golden or orange, I have to check in a sec. And this is 10 of Cups. So I love the look of the card, that symbol of peace, which is inside the mandala, so it's like inside of me. That's where all the happiness and the outside world, kind of, that's where it gets born, that's where it's come from. So my own peace and happiness will have to come from the within, and then when I'm able to have it inside me, like all, you know, I will be able to really pour it into the outer world, into the community, into the earth. It's a very emotional card. It's 10 of Cups, so there is, you know, this beautiful kind of happy, satisfying feeling. I always also think about tens as a completion, so in some way maybe it is a year of completing something, and obviously also, you know, transiting and transitioning into the next level of something. Here we can see just, you know, generations of people. There's a grandma, grandpa, and parents, children, youth, you know, everybody's kind of coexisting and together. And I really would like to be able to be one of those little channels, you know, that can provide a little bit more happiness in the world. And even if I cannot influence the world per se as a whole, at least what I can do, I can definitely influence my environment, my closest people. I can influence my friends. I can influence maybe some of you through virtual reality if we get in touch. I can bring maybe some peace or help, provide some helpful advice or support for my clients. So I can, you know, see what I can actually do and how I can offer that fulfillment also outside. How can I pour out of my cups that are full, as it seems. So 41, let's just check quickly in that book, Aura-Soma, Healing Through Color, Plant and Crystal Energy, number 41. So yes, this is gold, and it's called Wisdom Bottle El Dorado, and it's gold on gold. So in Aura-Soma, gold looks similar to orange, but yeah, this is not orange, it's gold. And it's about solar plexus chakra. And the I Ching sign is mountain above, lake below, and it's decrease. And main theme is about assimilation. So that's interesting as well. And also assimilation, as you know, that's what I mean about tens. It's kind of about completion, about, you know, really integrating something which you have been working on, or which I have been working on over from 8 to 10. And positive aspects, it's you know, somebody who sows and reaps, who lives in harmony with the rhythms of nature, who sees things from natural point of view and so on, loves adventure, feels great happiness, discovers possibilities for growth in all trials and difficulties, finds joy in simplicity, helps others to start a new life, is connected with his/her own wisdom, has high expectations of herself and others, but it does not matter much to this person if these expectations are fulfilled or not. So, what's in the shadow now is obsessed with self doubt and patterns of the past. So, it's hard, might be hard for me to let go of some stuff. Maybe I'm attached to something, has difficulty with the material side of life, especially concerning the desire for luxury. So I've got to pay attention to the simple things of life, maybe stop buying so many tarot decks. Oh no, that brings me so much happiness and joy. um, so definitely pay also, you know how we often tend to go like separate spiritual from material, and like in my understanding of it, material is spiritual and spiritual is material. So really pay attention to integrating these two and not separating these two levels. Feels no joy, has great inner conflicts, leans towards dependency in relationships. So pay attention to healthy relationships. So during the 2018 I have to make sure I'm my own man and woman. I actually had pretty amazing experience with Artemis, and then I talked to Melanie and she made something really clear for me. And then I pulled a deck which I haven't used for a very long time, a goddess deck, and I was just shuffling and asking what goddess wants to really come to me, and of course I pulled Artemis as well. So I think this is going to be one of the goddesses which is about selfhood and independence and like fierce wild spirit, which I really want to explore. So spiritual level is beneficial for bringing more light into all personality aspects. I like this one. And allows the individual to take in prana, life energy, reveals her own truth. On mental levels, balances logic and intuition, and improves the ability to care for self and others. An emotional level brings happiness even to the happy, enables the person to overcome bitterness and to cope constructively with confusion. So if there is any confusion, I think grounding, you know, working with earth element always helps. I will go out to nature and observe what's happening in nature, how the seemingly chaotic nature gets organized. On physical level, it eases kidney problems, especially when the body retains water, as well as skin and spine problems. And this substance is highly recommended when the body is slightly toxigenic. That's good to know. And the affirmation is, I search for and find the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. And it can dissolve blockages in the middle of the body. So if there was any issues around the solar plexus chakra or sacral chakra, that would be very helpful bottle to use. So as we fill the cup within ourselves, it is able to overflow within the world. Wisdom realized and shared. Oh, I like this one. So this is my energy reading for 2018. I'm just going to stop the camera for a sec and find the card 41 in the Farben of Angel. Got it. So this is it. When my cup is full, then it's able to overflow into the outer world. So that gold is also connected to wisdom, to inner wisdom, and to strong sense of self and integrity within me. So that's quite beautiful, beautiful card. And gold is my color. And I'm going to add a card from Devas of Creation. It's also a very kind of energetic deck, and I love this deck by Sila Conway. So that's the deck. So I'm just going to pick one card to go with the wisdom bottle. Oh, I like this. That's what I said, that grounding in nature. So this is a tree, right? And this is that wisdom. And this is number 63. And Silas calls it World Tree. So you can see that's, oops, can you? You can see it's a tree. And this is the mythical Yggdrasil, the spine of the earth, as described in the Old Norse myth of the immense ash tree whose trunk connects earth to heaven. The Deva suggests we walk among the trees, really feel them, these ancient giants standing patiently, their process of photosynthesis providing oxygen for us to breathe. This Deva reminds us of the ancient forest, of sun filtering through the leaves of the yellow glade at dusk. We think of our ancestors, their profound knowledge of trees, formulating the Ogham lore and alphabet as they carved the runes onto branch, root, and stone. The appearance of the World Tree Deva often indicates an ability to journey into the different worlds, a shamanic awareness of our entry to the other worlds. World Tree can sometimes refer to our own roots, branches, and spine, and asks us if we need to improve our support structures. That goes interesting actually with this grounding, which I was mentioning. And here also there was something about the spine, right? And Saturn is in Capricorn, and often that's also our foundation, our skeleton, our bones, our spine, our roots, how we feel grounded, and our support systems, what makes us feel safe. So in this reading, that kind of one of those common themes. So also to use the energy wisely and share it wisely, so it's supportive to me and to others, but also sustains me and doesn't drain me. Also that ancestral wisdom, after doing that ancestral spread by which I saw on Christine's channel, you can see it, I will link it at the end of the video. Yeah, it's very interesting, the work with Artemis that I will want to do this year, and also with my ancestral roots, and that me going back to Australia and kind of having this sense of anticipation, if I will recognize the land, if the land will recognize me, how will I feel in Australia now, if Australia remembers me and how I remember it. It's very interesting. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Thank you for watching. It's a bit longer than I wanted to, but Happy New Year, and I speak to you soon. Bye.